Welcome back here to historic Mando Field for Game 3 of the 2025 season. This game being between Mocksville-Davie and Anson County. Starting off with the lineups for both squads, starting off with Anson County. Leading things off will be the second baseman of Burr, followed by the right fielder of Tucker. Behind the plate, batting third will be McRae. And left will be Rushing, and center will be Hatcher. And the 6 hole will be the shortstop of Horning, followed by the 7 hole, being DH, is Buchanan. Davis, the first baseman, batting 8th, and Harris batting 9th, playing third base. On the mound for Anson County, that will be of Horn. For the other side, for Mocksville-Davie, leading things off will be the shortstop of Hunter Daywall, followed by the 2-hole batter of Manny Morales. Batting third will be the catcher of Jordan Turner, and the cleanup spot will be Braden Carter batting in right. 5-hole is David Thiel playing first base tonight, followed by one of the Johnsons. It's Joseph playing third. Jonas will be playing second base, and then the 8-hole will be the DH, Nick Nelson. Batting 9th, rounding things off will be Ryan Williams in center. Then the man on the mound, that will be Parker Davis. Weather here today at Rich Park will be 77 degrees, just a tad bit cooler than our last game here. With a light sprinkle right before pregame, a little bit of a muggy feeling as we're set for first pitch right here at 7 o'clock. Gonna take a quick timeout, and we'll be back right as we get ready to start after the national anthem. Welcome back here to Game 4 of this 2025 season campaign for Mocksville-Davie. Tonight's opponent is Anson County. They come in tonight 0-1 after losing to Concord. A 5-run top of the 6 was not enough to push Wadesboro to that 1-0 record. As for Mocksville-Davie, they sit 0-3 so far in the season. Most recent game coming back last night, a 12-2 loss. That being at A.L. Brown High School. Back here at home here tonight, as Mocksville-Davie's looking to get into the win column for the first time this season. And one of the teams that do it is here tonight, that being Anson County. Some of the key players to watch out for Mocksville-Davie, that's the two-hole batter of Manny Morales. Through 3 games played, he's had 9 at-bats, batting a .778, has 7 hits, 6 singles, and 1 double for 5 RBIs on the season. He's been walked once and been hit by pitch once, with 2 free bases alongside those 6 hits. David Thiel right behind him as well, playing those 3 same games. In 8 at-bats, he has 5 hits, all 5 being singles. Ron Williams right behind him, batting a .333 as we're set to get started here. Top of the first. Jackson Burr set to get things started here for Anson County. Man on the mound, that being Parker Davis. Right on right matchup to start inning number 1. First pitch chopped, fouled straight back. Davis able to get ahead, 0-1. Parker Davis and Turner being the battery between Mocksville-Davie here tonight. As we head around the infield, David Thiel over at first, Jonas Johnson at second, Hunter Daywell at short, and Joseph Johnson at third. That's popped up right side, chasing after it's the second baseman of Johnson. Ranging back to his left for out number 1.
Right field, number 11, Tucker.
1 up, 1 down. We'll bring up the second batter, Jackson Tucker, playing right field tonight for Anson County. First one coming up from the left side. So far, there's only been one 1-2-3 inning for Mocksville-Davie. That comes back on opening night for Tucker. Or Tucker Hobbs, that is. Swing on a miss at a pitch down in the dirt, 0-1. Down in the dirt, that's blocked up by the catcher of Turner. Evens count a ball and a strike. Most total chances in the field this season thus far has been David Thiel, primarily a catcher, but tonight playing over at first, he's had 11 chances, 1 assist, he's had 9 putouts, has 1 error so far in the season for a .909 fielding percentage, as we're sitting here with a 1-2 count against the two-hole Tucker. Catches the outside corner, popped it over the head of the shortstop Daywall into left field, a 1-out single for Tucker.
Catcher number 13, Gage McCurry.
Working from the stretch here from the right side, a right-on-right matchup for the third-hole batter, this being of McAray. First pitch offering, catches the top half of the zone, no balls and a strike, and McRae knew it. Morales with 10 total chances here in the field. So far he's had 1 error, second best fielding percentage on the squad. Swing and a miss, pitch upstairs, no balls, 2 strikes. Looking for a quick 1-2-3 put out here against the 3-hole McAray. Runner goes, chop foul down the third base side. Caught by the man on deck, that being Rushing. As for McRae, he's the catcher here tonight for Anson County. As for the other side for Mocksville-Davie, it's Turner. One runner on, that's the 2-hole man, Jackson Tucker, who reached on a single in the left just a few moments ago. Happened on a 1-1 count. The 0-2 here chopped down the first base side. That's going to get out of play. Count will remain 0-2 here to the 3-hole man. As for Mocksville-Davie, their top 3, it's going to be Hunter Daywalt, Manny Morales, and Jordan Turner. That's will set things off to start the home half of the first. The 0-2 down in the dirt. McAray not chasing. Trying to work back here in the count. A ball and 2 strikes. Both of these squads looking to get into the win column here tonight. As for Anson County, they're 0-1. Mocksville-Davie 0-3. Step move over the first. That will count as his 1 step-off move. Still 1-2 count here to McAray. Fires in, popped up. That's going to come right back here behind us and out of play. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes.
First base dugout, order the concession stand.
Trying to put him down here. Setting up outside the pitch. Swing on a miss. Out number 2. Back pick over the first. Just able to be grabbed by Thiel. A quick out there. A much needed one there. Looking for a 4-batter inning here against Anson County. Rushing being the hope here in the first. Swung on a miss at a pitch upstairs. No balls and a strike. Down to the cleanup batter here in the first. Catches the top half of the zone. No balls, 2 strikes. Daywalt will be leading off for Mocksville-Davie, playing shortstop here tonight. As that swung on a missed pitch outside, that will retire the top half of inning number 1. Bottom of the first coming up right after this. 0-0 going bottom 1. Coming back here, bottom of the first inning, set to start things off for Mocksville-Davie. That's going to be Hunter Daywalt. As for Daywall, through 10 plate appearances, he has 8 at bats, batting .250. He has 2 hits, 1 being a single, 1 being a home run. That being a 2-run bomb back on opening night in that second game matchup, trying to help bring back a 7-1 deficit. Mocksville-Davie ended up losing that one 11-10. First pitch just misses outside. Ball 1. Horn, the man on the mound for Anson County, going around the outfield as Rushing, Hatcher, and Tucker going left to right. Just missing outside. Ball 2. Around the infield, Harris at third, Horning at short, Burr at second, and Davis at first. Chop straight back. 2-1 the count now from Horn. Line to right center field. That's going to drop in for a single. A lead-off single from Daywall will start things going here for Mocksville-Davie.
Left fielder, number 16, Manny Morales.
This will bring up Manny Morales, who is currently leading the team in batting average with a .778. 7 hits and 9 at-bats. Won the hottest bat so far through the first 3 games. First pitch offering upstairs, ball 1. Morales only is striking out 1 time through his 11 plate appearances so far this season. 1-0, down and in, 2 balls, no strikes here from the man on the mound, Horn. They walk the man on first, singling on a leadoff knock into the right center field gap. The 2-0 swung on a miss, 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 here, little check swing, that went foul. Count evens, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Man on deck for Mocksville-Davie, that will be the 3-hole Jordan Turner being catcher tonight for Mocksville-Davie. David Thiel, the man who's usually behind the dish, playing first base tonight. He'll come up just a little later on. The 2-2 popped up right side. Gonna be in the infield. Tough play. First baseman scratching over on it. He'll make the out, and that's Davis for out number 1. Jordan Turner coming up for his first at bat of the night. Comes out 1 out, 1 on. Trying to find a way to move over Hunter Daywall. Decent size lead over at first. First pitch fouled back here into the stands. Right in between the top of the fencing and underneath the netting. No balls and a strike. The 0-1 here catches the inside corner. No balls, 2 strikes. Watching Horn warm up down in the bullpen, seemed like he had a very good slider. A lot of right to left action. The 0-2 here swung on a missed. Strikeout for out number 2. That will bring up the cleanup man, Braden Carter. Mocksville-Davie needing something to get going here in the first. A big first inning from Parker Davis, resulting in a pop-up and 2 strikeouts. They're going back-to-back to end the top half of the frame. Catches the outside corner, no balls and a strike to Carter. As for Carter, batting a .222 on the season. just below the team average, as that's lined right center field, right toward the left of Hatcher, but just not far enough. That flyout will end the home half of the first, going top 2. Right after this, still scoreless. Coming back here, top of the second, Mocksville-Davie looking to shut out Anson County for the second inning in a row. Hatcher for Anson County trying to change that here. Back-to-back strikeouts into the first from Parker Davis, trying to continue right where he left off at. Trying to lay down a bunt, and that just misses the outside corner. Ball 1. Sorry. I meant to move it over.
I thought maybe dude went through it.
1-0 catches the outside corner from Parker. A ball and a strike. One just misses downstairs from Davis. 2 balls and a strike here to Hatcher. 1 runner reaching base from Anson County. That was the 2-hole Tucker. A 1-out base knock into left field. The 2-1 just missing the outside corner with the off-speed pitch. 3 balls and a strike. Walks has been a huge thing that has killed Mocksville this season, and that will be a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Shortstop, number 27, Carson Warning.
12 walks so far in the season through 3 games, this being the 13th. As for hit by pitches, there's been 8 defensive hit by pitches. First pitch misses outside, ball 1. This to the shortstop of Horning. Thiel holding on his man at first. Staying put as that's chopped, fouled, just straight back to the catcher of Turner. A ball and a strike. A team ERA this season of a 10.8. Runner goes. Pitches outside. Throw is in time, on the money. Got him! Turner retires the first man of the inning. 1 out here in the second.
That's the first one they've thrown out that I know of.
One up, one down here in the second after the caught stealing from Turner. Catches the top half of the zone. That will sit him down looking as Horning will retire via strikeout. Third strikeout of the game here from Parker Davis. Buchanan now up the DH for Hanson County. Nearly the same situation as back in the first, looking for back-to-back strikeouts to find a way to close it out. Popped up first base side, out of play. No balls and a strike. Along with his 12 walks, there's been 15 strikeouts entering tonight. So far, 3 already. The 0-1 catches the outside corner. No balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2 chopped down the right field side. That's going to drop in front of the right fielder of Carter. A 2-out base knock will bring up the 8-hole at Davis. Great chance there for Parker Davis to go 1-2-3, if you will. Well, that single of 2 outs will bring up Davis and continue the inning. Just missing outside, ball 1. So far this season, 10 wild pitches. Handful of those resulting in runs being scored with runners left on third base. The 1-0 catches the outside corner. 2-0. 1-1. Wow, sorry. Man on deck, that will be the 9-hole of Harris. Waiting to reload the lineup as they're down here at the 8-hole, 2 balls and a strike. Down the count, 2-1. Runner on first. That's the 7-hole Buchanan. Firing it in, chopped over the short. Daywalt has one play with it over to the field. Not able to pick it out as that's going to be off the back fence. Runners will advance 90 feet. It'll be first and third after the throwing error from Daywalt.
Tossed at the second, been out.
Third baseman number 50, Aiden Harris.
Down to the 9-hole for Harris. An error which should have put the inning away keeps it going. First and third now, 2 outs for the bottom of the lineup, Harris. Turner makes his way up to the mound. A quick mound visit here with Parker Davis. So far, 2 hits here for the Hanson County squad. That coming to the 2-hole and the 7-hole for Tucker and Buchanan, respectfully. As for Buchanan, he currently stands on third. And as I was just mentioning, there's been 10 wild pitches so far in the season. A couple of those resulting in runs. The 0-1 catches the outside corner. 1 pitch away from getting out of this jam. No balls, 2 strikes here in the second.
Yes.
Fire it in. Catches the outside corner. That will sit down the threat here in a second. And the error will not come back to bite Mocksville-Davie.
One hit, one error, 2 left on.
Heading down to the home half of the second, it'll be the 5, 6, 7 hole. Start things off will be David Field.
First baseman 23, David Field.
Coming back here, home half of the second, Mocksville-Davie looking to get some run support here in support of Parker Davis. First pitch misses upstairs, ball one. Base hit, knock into left field, a leadoff single here from Field. We'll put a runner on first, nobody out here in the second.
Third baseman 12, Joseph Johnson.
Johnson now trying to continue what he's been doing so far this season. Joseph Johnson currently batting a .286 on the season. Looking to lay down a bunt, just misses upstairs, ball one. Third baseman playing even with the dirt. That's Harris. Looks to lay down a push bunt over to the mound. Has one play over to first to Davis for out number one. Nearly a back pick over the second, just a tad late.
Second baseman number 9, Jonas Johnson.
Time by the catcher, McRae will make out his way to the mound to Horn. Try and talk things down here. Still one out, bottom of the second. Chance for Mocksville-Davie to take an early 1-0 lead. Jonas Johnson betting a 143 so far in the season, just below the team average, which is currently a 316. First pitch offering popped up in the infield. That's going to come here out of play. An early 0-1 count here for Horn.
Oh, I see it. I ain't going after that one.
Next game will be on Sunday the 25th at Randolph County. It'll be a 6 p.m. first pitch. Here's the 0-1 shot foul from Johnson. Going down the right field side now. And just like that, he's down in the count 0-2. Johnson with 1 RBI on the season, looking for a second. Will not happen here as he will strike out swinging. Out number 2.
Nick Nelson.
This will bring up Nick Nelson. As for Nelson, he's batting a .286 so far. His first chance here, catches the top half of the zone. No balls and a strike. $14 RBIs on the season for the Mocksville-Davie squad. Has a chance here to get one more with 2 outs. Swing on a miss, 0-2. To the .286 batting, Nick Nelson. Still looking for the first run here in this one between Anson County and Mocksville. Fouled back, able to keep it alive. No balls, 2 strikes here to Nelson. Man on deck, that will be the 9-hole of Ryan Williams before we set to heading back to the top for Hunter Daywall. Decent sized lead over at second. Not going as the 0-2's chopped down the first base side. Going to be picked up by Davis. He'll take it himself. A quick inning here in the bottom half of the inning. Going to, on the flip side, going to top of the third. Still no score. It will be the top of the lineup up for Anson County.
Take a trip down to the country at Bixby General Store. We have everything you need from a quick lunch to a fishing or hunting license. So come on in. With our staff so friendly and kind, it will seem as if you've never left your own home. Browse the aisles stocked with a wall full of variety of drinks, chips, ice cream, fishing gear, and more. There's also a fresh and hot deli with Bixby famous hot dogs, hamburgers, and so much more. Just ask for the Bixby Chicks to guide you in the right direction and find what you need. That is Bixby General Store at 2200 Cornatza Road, Advance, North Carolina, 27006. Call us at 336-998-6470. We can also be found on Facebook or Instagram at Bixby General Store.
Coming back here, top of the third, set to do something for Mocksville-Davie. Parker Davis will remain on the mound. He'll face the top 1, 2, 3. First pitch swinging. Gonna be a play for Daywalt. Has one place to go to Thiel. Was he able to pick that one? No. Would have been a tough play anyway. Gardo's here. That will be a lead-off base runner. Able to swing on the first pitch. There was Burr. And this will bring up Tucker. One on, nobody out. Davis already working from the stretch here in the third. First pitch down in the dirt, blocked up by Turner. Able to keep his runner on first. 1 ball, no strikes here to the 2-hole man. So far 1 for 1 on the night. Singled into left back in the first inning. So far 1 of 2 hits here for Anson County. Runner fakes going, flied into left field. That's going to drop for a single. Throw going to come into third, missing the cutoff man. Comes all the way down. As a ball will end up back behind a home plate. And doubling there increases his night to 2 for 2. And that will bring up the 3-hole McRae. Lead off air. Looks like it will come back to hurt Mocksville-Davie here. So far, nobody out runners in scoring position, that being second and third. McRae did strike out back in the first for the second out. First pitch offering here just catches the outside corner. No balls and a strike. Corners playing in for Mocksville-Davie. That's Johnson and Thiel. The 0-1 upstairs, ball 1. Middle infield playing back, outfield playing no doubles. Bullpen slowly starting to warm up here for Anson County. As for Mocksville-Davie, it's still quiet. That catches the outside corner, ball and 2 strikes. So far, 10 errors on the season, including the 2 here tonight. That just misses on out. Nearly got McRae to chase. He was able to hold that one back. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Still nobody out here in inning number 3. Swing and a miss. Pitch was low and out. Swung at it nonetheless for out number 1. A big out there will bring up the 4-hole of Rushing. Rushing as well, struck out back in the first for out number 3. It was a very quick 3-pitch strikeout. Parker Davis looking to do the same thing here in the third. Down in there, blocked up by Turner. Runners will stay put. 1 ball, no strikes. Both teams here looking for their first one of the season. As for Anson County, they're 0-1. Mocksville-Davie 0-3. There's a 1-0 offering here. Swung on a miss. Threw it up and in. Tried to hit it to the trees. Nearly ended up hitting him upside in the helmet. A ball and a strike. Seeing that as a big beach ball, but missed. Tried to do the same thing there. Nearly the same result as that one's fouled off down the first base side. Ball and 2 strikes. man on deck. That was the leadoff man back in the second. Hatcher, he ended up drawing a walk and was caught stealing for the first out of the second. The 1-2 here, swung on and missed. Out number 2. Coach Lovelace coming out to the mound here for Mocksville-Davie. Gonna take a quick break. We'll be back as we continue inning number 3. Back there. As we come back here, Coach Lovelace makes his way back to the first base dugout. Parker Davis remains on the mound, and we are set to go here against the 5-hole Hatcher. Once again, Dre will walk to start the second. Just missing the outside corner. Ball 1. Good pitch there. The start against Hatcher. Umpired umpire seemed to disagree. Currently down the count 1-0. Moved that just a tad inside. Got a different result. Ball and a strike. Looking to find back-to-back strikeouts to close out the third. Second and third, 2 outs. Inside nearly clips him. 2 balls and a strike. If that did clip him, that would have put bases loaded, 2 outs for the 6-hole Horning. Big pitch here, just misses downstairs. 3 balls and a strike. Johnson playing back at third. As a 3-1 here, catches the outside corner. We have ourselves a payoff pitch, the first one here for Mocksville-Davie. So far, only 1 hit here in the inning, 1 error. Currently stands on third. That was the leadoff man of Burr. Swing and a miss on the payoff pitch. Back-to-back strikeouts is how the third will go. Much needed there to keep it scoreless. Bottom of third coming up right after this. As for Mocksville-Davie, it will be 9-1-2. Starting things off will be Ryan Williams, trying to get something going here and find a run in the home half of inning number 3. Coming back here, bottom half of the third, Mocksville-Davie looking to get something started here. It'll be the 9-hole Ryan Williams. And we'll head to the top for Hunter Daywalt. First pitch swinging into the 3-4 hole, a leadoff single for Williams. This will bring up top of the lineup. Back up for Mocksville-Davie will be Hunter Daywalt. Currently sits 1 for 1, who singled back in the first. End up singling into the 7-8 hole. Apologies, 8-9 hole.
See if you'll put this one out.
Trying to throw a pickoff move here from Horn. Davis not able to play the tag quick enough. Still waiting for the first pitch here to Daywall. First pitch offering. Up and in, ball one. Daywall ended up being left on base back in the first. Ended up with a leadoff single and then a pop-up and 2 strikeouts is how the ending would go. The 1-0. Catches the outside corner. A little late of the call from the home plate umpire. Knew it was a strike, just waiting for his call. Another pickoff move, keeping him honest. Daywall so far in the season batting a .250. Once again, just below the average for the team. Popped, fouled, 1 ball, 2 strikes. So far, the team average being a .316, which is a lot higher than what you'd assume with the 0-3 record. The 1-2 upstairs evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes apiece. As I mentioned earlier, the team ERA, on the other hand, sits above a 10. Runner on first, that's the 9th hole of Williams. As a 2-2 here, swung on a miss. Strikeout from against Daywall. Will put 1 out to the 2-hole man of Morales.
Left fielder number 16, Manny Morales.
Morales ended up popping out in the first. As Morales batting a .778 on the year. Right on left matchup here from Horn. First pitch catches the outside corner. No balls and a strike. Two of the 3 hits from Mocksville came within the first 2 pitches. Here's the 0-1. Downstairs, ball 1. Count evens, a ball and a strike. The one other hit was from Daywall. That was on a 2-1 count back in the first. The 1-1 here, lined over the head of the second baseman into right field, caught by a right fielder, has a chance to double him up from Williams. In time, double play, a 9-3 putout is how the 3rd inning will come to a close. Going top 4, still tied at 0.
27, Carson Horning.
Coming back here, top of the fourth, Mocksville-Davie looking to set aside Anson County here once again and keep them scoreless. Trying to change that for Anson County, that will be the 6th hole of Horning. So far, struck out once. So far, 7 strikeouts here from Parker Davis. First pitch catches the top half of the zone, 0-1. The 0-1, low and out, ball one. Count evens, a ball and a strike. Nearly caught him swinging there, able to hold up. Count falls behind 2-1 here to from Parker Davis. Quick came this far here at Mando Field. The 2-1. Lined right back to Hunter Daywalt. Just barely able to glove it, throw over the field in time. Daywalt able to make up for his 2 errors thus far for out number 1. Flashing the leather at short makes out number 1. This will bring up number 20 of Buchanan. So far, 1 out here, top of the 4th. Catches the outside corner, no balls and a strike. Looking for the 2nd time this season to get outs in the 1st and 2nd batter. Misses outside, ball 1. So far, only 1, 2, 3 innings. Not coming back, the Tucker Hobbs. One here, popped up on the right field side. Field chasing after it at the right field line. That's going to come into the dugout. Cut by a man on the bench, but does not count. A ball and 2 strikes. The batting average against for Mocksville-Davie so far this season, the average of .391 between all pitchers thus far. A complete different story here for Parker Davis. The 1-2 just missing outside, trying to get him to chase after. Evens to count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. So far, a first pitch strike percentage of 50 on the season as this 2-2 grounded right back up the middle where it came from. Backhanded chance, but not able to grab it cleanly was Jonas Johnson. A 1-out single in the infield will bring up the 8 hole.
First baseman number 11, Brown Davis.
Davis reached on an error back in the 2nd, ended up being stranded on 1st. Low and out, just misses the zone. A ball and no strikes here to the 8 hole. Once again, end up reaching on an error. Back on a 2-1 count in the 2nd. Upstairs, 2-0. So far, 2 errors on Mocksville-Davie's squad. So far, none of those have come across to reach home plate. Trying to keep it that way through the rest of this one. Joe here grounded down the first base side, snagged by Thiel. He'll take it himself for out number 2. Oh, made the play that was. Snagged it on the fly. Wow. Heading to the home after that impressive snag at first. Still scoreless as we go to the home half of inning number 4. Coming up here in the home half of the fourth, Turner trying to get something started for Mocksville-Davie after incredible double play ending the top half. First pitch misses outside, ball one. So far 0 for 1 after striking out on 3 pitches back in the first. And that's how the first inning came to a close. Pop straight back, ball and a strike.
Again, everyone, please return those foul balls.
Somebody's going after it. I made it to the parking lot.
Just missing outside. So far this season, 2 extra base hits. That's chopped straight back. Count evens, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Morales and Johnson responsible for those 2 extra base hits. On the other side, there's been 22 singles and 1 home run. The 2-2 here outside, we have ourselves a full count. First full count here for Horn. Just missing the outside corner. A leadoff walk to Jordan Turner will bring up the cleanup man of Carter. As with Carter, he flew out to center to the end of the first. Carter popped out on the first pitch back in the first. Trying to find a little bit of a longer at bat here. First pitch here, chop, fouled straight back, no balls and a strike. Here to Carter. Bullpen still starting to move here.
Thank you.
Bullpen still starting to warm up here for Hanson County. Still from Mocksville, it looks like they're going to rely on Parker Davis. So far, 7 strikeouts on the night. Chop fouled down the third base side. That's going to out of play. No balls, 2 strikes. Went on first. That's after the leadoff walk to Jordan Turner. As for Carter, he's down the count 0-2. The right fielder not able to make a connection with that one. Hits the outside corner for strike number 3. This will bring up the 5-hole of Thiel, who singled back in the second into left field. Ended up being stranded on second. After advancing on the bunt from Johnson. First pitch offering here to Thiel. Runner goes, swing, throw in time. Was he able to hold on? Drop the ball, not able to hold on to it. Was the second baseman of Burr. Stolen base there from Carter. Turner, that is. No balls and a strike. Turner on second after a stolen base. Chopped down the third base side. Has one play. Watches his man back. Will not take off for third. A ground out to third. Will be out number 2. Harris to Davis for out 2. Here comes Joseph Johnson, who once again who had a sack bunt back in the second. Johnson been to 286 on the season as that's flying to right field. Will that drop before the line? It will. Gets over the head of the right fielder Tucker. 1 run coming in. Mocksville-Davie will take a 1-0 lead here in the fourth. A RBI double from Joseph Johnson will give Mocksville-Davie the lead 1-0 here in the fourth. Jonas Johnson now at the dish, betting a 143. First pitch offering chop down the third base side. Has a play here for Harris. Over the first. Is it in time? It will be. Out number 3. 2 5-3 putouts is how the fourth will come to a close, but not before an RBI double from Joseph Johnson gives Mocksville-Davie a 1-0 lead. As Parker Davis will make his way back out to the mound, he'll have to face the 9-1-2 as they go top 5. Coming back here, top of the 5th, Parker Davis will remain on the mound. Slowly starting to warm up in the bullpen for Mocksville. Just a little bit of stretching going on. No throwing as of yet. As for Anson County, it's getting warm. There's 4, 5, 6 guys down there. First pitch here to Harris just misses outside, ball 1. Harris was one of 7 strikeout victims so far in this one. 1-0 catches the outside corner. Count evens a ball and a strike. Not many times so far that Jones has fallen behind. 1-1. 1-1. Grounded right back up the middle. Going to be a chance here for Daywall. Throw over the field in time for out number 1. Was able to glove that right up next to his hip, firing it over to Thiel. The natural third baseman makes the play for out 1. This will bring up top of the lineup for Burr. 0 for 2 so far tonight after reaching on an error in the 3rd. First pitch here catches the outside corner. 0-1. End up popping out the second back in the first on an 0-1 count. Downstairs, count evens, 1-1. Did he go offering? Yes, he did, says the first base umpire. Down to 2 strikes here against Burrs Davis. So far this past weekend, as that's grounded back up the middle. Another chance for Daywall. Has it in his glove over the field. Is that one in time? Yes, it is. Just barely, says the first base umpire. 2 up, 2 down for the 3rd time this season for Mocksville-Davie. Looking for the second 1-2-3 inning this season as well. That will come down to Tucker, who's currently 2 for 2, singling in the first, doubling back in the 3rd. First pitch offering here popped up down the third base side. That's headed down toward the dugout. Out of play, no balls and a strike. Mocksville with a 1-0 lead after an RBI double back in the fourth. The 0-1 opportunity here just upstairs. Count evens, a ball and a strike. As Parker Davis is looking for his first 1-2-3 inning so far, as Hunter Daywall has had 2 putouts at short. The 1-1 chopped right back to the mound for Davis, jumping to his left, throws it over to Thiel. Out number 3, a 1-2-3 inning for the second time this season. We'll add things to the home half of the fifth, as Mocksville-Davie will look to add to their 1-0 lead. That will be Nick Nelson starting things off, followed by Ryan Williams and Hunter Daywall. Coming back here, the Mando Field in the home half of the fifth. Mocksville-Davie looking to take home ahead to the 1-0 lead, that is. Trying to help things out will be Nick Nelson, followed by Ryan Williams.
Nelson.
3 fingers or 2 fingers? Okay, that's why.
Batting a .286 on the season so far with 2 base knocks. Trying to add to a total here, so that's up and in for ball 1. So far he's 0 for 1 after grounding out the first back in the second. And that's how the second inning came to a close. Catches the outside corner, ball and a strike. Mocksville with a 1-0 lead here in the middle frames after a 2 RBI knock from Joseph Johnson was able to push over the scoreless deadlock after the first 3 full frames. The ball and 2 strikes, up and in, count evens 2-2 to Nelson. Nelson acting as a DH here for the man on the mound, that being Parker Davis. The 2-2 chopped foul down the first base side, nearly got a piece of the man on deck. That would have been Williams. Count remains 2-2. Couple men throwing up on the hill for Mocksville, alongside a man in the bullpen and a few men over for Hanson County. The 2-2 here, chop foul. Catcher McRae not able to hold on to it. Keeps the count 2-2. Seventh pitch of the at-bat upcoming. Time, that pitch will not count, nor did Horn ever release it. Appears to have gotten away from the bullpen catcher down on the Mocksville side. The 2-2 once again up and in, has ourselves a full count. 8th pitch of the at-bat, first and payoff pitch, that is. Here we go. Foul tipped, comes back, out of play. Here we go once again. 6, 7, 8, 9th pitch of the at-bat upcoming. last full count resulted in a top of the 4th inning walk. Ended up coming in to score on the RBI double from Johnson. Payoff pitch. Chop. Gonna be a tough play. Man on the mound. That is gonna stay on the line. Wow.
On the line.
Pick it up on the top. Let's go.
Look to be on the line from here. Home plate umpire says no. Foul ball. Well, to beat it out for an infield single for Nelson. Instead, he'll have to do it again and prove it wasn't a fluke. Mocksville so far with 4 hits in a night for 1 run. Has a chance to add to it here. Misses outside.
Thank you, sir.
Catcher McRae thought that was strike 3. It was not. 10-pitch walk.
Second for Ryan Williams.
This will bring up Ryan Williams. Pinch running over on first for the DH will be
It's Paul Bailey.
We got 1 out.
no, that was the leadoff man.
Huh?
That was the leadoff man.
Was it?
Yeah. Trying to back pick him there, not in time, but a called strike to the 9-hole Williams. Williams 1 for 1 on the day thus far. Leadoff single in the 3rd. Ended up being stranded. The 0-1 just catches the outside corner. No balls, 2 strikes. So far, only 4 strikeouts on the night from Horn. Catcher comes out to the mound as the head coach Ranson County comes out to talk things over with home plate umpire. Appears that the lineup carding may not be correct for number 1, Paul Bailey. We'll see what happens here as he currently stands on first base, pinch running for the DH Nick Nelson, who reached on a 10-pitch walk. I know it's not the man at the plate because that indeed should be Ryan Williams' spot as he's down the count 0-2.
Got something to do with the substitution? Might not have the right player. Player might not be on the list.
Infield converging. Third baseman of Harris will come talk with Horton, Davis, and McRae. Apologies, Horn, McRae, and Harris. The other 3 of Davis, Byrne, Horning comes together right past the second base. Now in the outfield, it's Tucker, Hatcher, and Rushing. Problem here is that he was used as a pinch runner earlier, or courtesy runner that was, for the catcher. Now he's being used as a pinch runner. Is there any confusion there? Let's find out.
What I'm thinking.
Appears everything's going to be fine here. No balls and 2 strikes here to the 9-hole Williams, who singled on the first pitch back in the 3rd. Trying to get something going here on in the 5th. Paul Bailey, the pinch runner, stands on first, who takes over after the walk from Nelson. The 0-2 here. Swung on a miss, strikeout to Williams. We'll bring up top of the lineup up for Hunter Daywall.
Back shortstop number 8, Hunter Daywall.
Daywall singled back in the 1st, struck out in the 3rd. Trying to find a way to get back on base here in the 5th. Needing more than just a 1-0 lead as of now for Mocksville-Davie to try and get their first win of the season. First pitch offering. Off-speed pitch catches the heart of the plate. No balls and a strike. Once again, runner on first. That's Paul Bailey, the pinch runner, after being a courtesy runner back a few innings ago. Like to be inside, ball one. All ones across the scoreboard. As a pitch thrown pop down the first base side, that's going to get out of play. 1 ball and 2 strikes. As for Mocksville-Davie, they've had 3 runners left on base. They've been able to push 1 across for 4 total base runners. Here's the 1-2 upstairs, just misses the top half of the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Has a chance to do some damage here in the 5th. Daywall so far one of the only, as that's popped up over the head of the first baseman. That's going to drop down for a single. Has a chance for a play at second. Not going to be able to throw that one in. A little bloop single over the head of the first baseman. We'll put runners on first and second here for the 2-hole Morales.
Left fielder number 16, Manny Morales.
New ball here from Horn. Bullpen seems to be warmed up here for Anson County, but they still remain down at the bullpen. As for Mocksville-Davie, everyone's back in the dugout. Awaiting the first pitch here to Morales. Currently sits 0 for 2, though with the highest batting average on the team. Swung over top with a changeup, 0-1. Popped out to first base back in the first, and was involved in a double play in the third. The 0-1 down in the dirt, blocked up by McRae. Runners will stay put. Count evens a ball and a strike. The 1 run comes to Mocksville-Davie. That's on a RBI double by Joseph Johnson. Happened back in the 4th inning. The 1-1 swung on a missed. Falling behind in the count now, 1-2 as Morales. Horn looking for his 2nd strikeout here in the 5th and his 3rd in the last 2 innings. So far he's averaged 1 strikeout an inning, putting him at 5 on the afternoon. 1-2 just misses the outside corner. But good from here, but that will tie up the count, 2-2. Come set, runners first and second, 1 out. Needing to find a way to stay alive. Was he able to hold a swing? Nope, home plate umpire rung him up there. Called strike 3. I'll bring up 2 outs here in the 5th for the 3-hole Jordan Turner. So far 0 for 1, ended up being walked in the 4th, a leadoff walk that ended up scoring on the RBI double. Ended up striking out on 3 back in the 1st. So far a pitcher's duel here between Horn and Davis. First pitch offering down in the dirt, gets away from the catcher McRae. Runners will advance to 2nd and 3rd, now 2 outs. Need a huge hit here. Runners advancing on the pass ball, put them in scoring position. Inside ball 2. We're going to get in the hit column here as Mocksville-Davie has 5 hits so far in the night. Just missing the outside corner. 3-0 the count. Needs to be perfect here, especially with 2 outs. Man on deck, that's Braden Carter at the cleanup spot. Firing home 3-0. Low and out, ball 4. Bases are now loaded. Nowhere to put them for Braden Carter.
Braden Carter.
Coach is coming out. No.
Braden Carter in the season batting a .222 thus far. He has 2 singles, 2 runs scored.
Got a new one coming in.
Looks to be.
Be 5 or 6.
We're good. Needing a base hit here. 2 outs. Awaiting the first pitch. Here we go. Misses low and out. Ball 1.
It's 5 in a row. Smart.
5 straight balls. Gotta be smart here. Wait for a strike. The 1-0 pitch. Grounded into the left field. That's going to score 1. Mocksville will add on to their 1-0 lead. It's 2-0 here in the 5th. On the RBI single from Braden Carter. Keeps pushing the train up, and now it's time for David Thiel. 1 for 2, singling back in the 2nd. Man on deck, so 1 with the RBI back in the 4th.
First baseman number 23, David Thiel.
Gonna be a courtesy runner here once again for Jordan Turner.
They should open this game wide open.
Bases loaded. First pitch here. Catches the top half of the zone. No balls and a strike. After 5 straight balls from Horn, leads to a base knock from Carter. I know here's Steele down 0-1. Catches the inside corner. 0-2, needing to find some way to fight off this pitch and stay alive. Enfield playing back the 0-2. Chop foul, able to keep himself alive. The 0-2, line to left field, has a chance over the head of left fielder. 1 hops outfield wall, rushing, will race that in. 2 runs come across. A 2 RBI double from David Thiel. This breaks the game open. It's 4-0 here in the 5th.
He's a hot hitter.
Thiel 2 for 3 on the night thus far with 2 RBIs. Both of them coming here in the 5th. A big inning here from Mocksville-Davie with 2 outs. 3 straight base runners have reached. Gonna be a pinch runner over on second. And a new pitcher at that. Gonna be back right here after this short break. 4-0 in favor of Mocksville. Coming back here, Joseph Johnson set to be the first man up against a new man on the mound. Horn ended up throwing 80 pitches, giving up 4 runs through 5 innings. Pop fouled straight back. At least a strike here against Johnson. The new man on the mound, that being number 6. Apologies here, not entirely sure of his name. Upstairs. I have no idea.
I think it's 2 balls, 1 strike. I think.
2-1 indeed.
balls, 1
Yes.
strike.
2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 line to left field. Will that drop? Chasing for left field. That's going to dive over his head. 2 more runs come across. 6-0 in favor of Mocksville after the 2 RBI double by Johnson.
Second baseman number 9, Jonas Johnson.
Three RBIs on the night so far from Joseph Johnson. Currently a 6-0 lead
Clear it out.
in favor of Mocksville. First pitch offering here upstairs to Jonas. A ball, no strikes.
We got it. We got it.
Popped up straight back, count evens, ball and a strike. Eight hits so far in the night for Mocksville. Closing in on a record, on a season record in hits. Two and outside. 3-1.
2 balls.
2-1, that is. Apologies. Yep. 8. Runner on second, and that being Joseph Johnson. 4 straight runners have reached, 2 coming on an extra base hit. Swing and a miss, skits away from the catcher of Turner, of McRae, that is. Count evens, 2-2. Trying to find a way to keep this inning alive. This is the 9th batter of the inning. Started off on a walk to the 8th hole of Nelson. Outside, full count. First full count here for Huntley. The inning started on a 10-pitch walk, which had a little bit of controversy. That's popped up. Going to be a play for the center fielder, Hatcher, coming in on it, now chasing back behind him. Nearly misplayed it there, but that's how the inning will come to a close. A fly out to the center fielder will put an end to the threat in the 5th.
What was it? How many runs?
5 runs, 4 hits.
4 hits. No errors.
1 left on base.
One left on.
Going to the top of the 6th. 6-0 in favor of Mocksville. We'll be back right after this. 75 pitches so far for Parker Davis. He's allotted 105. Has a chance here to close this one out. So far, he's looked strong. 5 innings, has given up 4 hits. So far, no runs. 7 strikeouts thus far. Outside, ball 1 on the 3-hole McRae.
You got 2 outs already?
Shot foul, goes straight back off the face mask of the umpire. He's going to lug that one off as the count evens, a ball and a strike. Umpires converge here, back behind of home plate. Turner goes out to talk to his man on the mound. That's Parker Davis. Davis looking strong so far here tonight, as I was mentioning. Is McRae's 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts. Both of those coming on extended amount of pitches. 5 pitches in the third. 5 pitches in the first. Gonna take a small quick break here, or do our best, as I'm gonna chow down on a world famous Mando dog. Catches the outside corner, ball and 2 strikes here to McRae. Davis looking to have McRae's number. Looking for 3 strikeouts on the night from McRae. Strikeout swinging both times so far. That's a 2-2 here. Swung on a miss. 3 strikeouts against McRae here from Davis, as he'll fan him and start the cycle. 1 out here in the 6th will bring up Rushing. He as well as 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts. First in the first inning on 3 pitches, and the third happened on 4. Fouled straight back, 0-1. Man waiting on deck, that's Hatcher. Mr. Hatcher, he struck out as well.
Hey, are you going to go to any of the road games? Okay, cool.
One and one here. Swing and a miss at a pitch upstairs. Ball and 2 strikes here against Rushing. Once again, he's had 2 strikeouts so far against Parker Davis. Looking to make 6 strikeouts here and 2 batters alone. The 1-2. Upstairs, able to just foul that one off. Count remains 1-2. The 1-2 here. Popped off once again. As Rushing's trying to stay alive and avoid a 3rd strikeout here in just as many innings. Inning started off with the 3-hole who strikeout swing, as that's popped off once again. 5 straight strikes here from Parker Davis. Parker Davis, 58 strikes on 86 pitches. As a 1-2 comes in, swing and a miss. That will sit him down. 3 strikeouts against Rushing will put him 0 for 3 on the night. Comes down to Hatcher here, 2 outs in the 6th. Hatcher struck out back in the 3rd, then came on a full count and walked in the 2nd, being caught stealing by Turner. First pitch here is flying down the right field side. That's going to go foul. A long strike one. Going to strike nonetheless, 0-1. The 0 here from Davis, a line center field, chasing after it's Williams, going back to his left, makes the grab for out, for Carter that is, for out number 3. A 1-2-3 inning for the second time here tonight for Parker Davis. Will head us to the home half of the 6th. Set to start things off will be the 8th hole, followed by Ryan Williams and Hunter Daywall.
Batting number 1, Paul Bailey.
Coming back here, Paul Bailey set to start things off for Mocksville-Davie. Currently a 6-0 lead as Mocksville's looking to take home their first win of the season. First pitch offering here catches the outside part of the zone. Strike number 1. Bailey ended up being a pinch runner back in the 5th after a walk to Nick Nelson. Low and out, evens the count 1-1. Eight days till we have another home game. That will be against Liberty. Once again, back here on YouTube. Chop foul down the first base side. Will be stopped up by the first baseman of Davis. 1 ball and 2 strikes here to Bailey. Current outfield positioning has rushing in left, Hatcher in center, Tucker over in right. Infield goes Harris, Horning, Burt, and Davis around the infield. 1-2 here. Swing and a miss. Faye Bailey for out number 1.
Batting number 19, Tucker Hobbs.
This will bring up Tucker Hobbs. Pinch hitting for Ryan Williams here in the 6th. Mocksville-Davie currently up 6-0. Bullpen starting to get loose here for Mocksville. 2 people throwing. As for the other side, Anson County has 1 as well. Huntley's first pitch here to Hobbs finds the zone 0-1. Getting as much insurance here as possible as we enter the 6th. Up 6-0. The 0 to Hobbs. Just misses the outside corner. Count evens 1 apiece. Ron Williams is a 1 for 2 thus far before taking over for Hobbs. Had a single back in the 3rd. The 1-1 here just misses, I believe, downstairs. 2 balls and a strike. 9 batters came up in the 5th, ended up plating home 5 as well. On 4 hits, ended up leaving 1 on base. Shot went straight down into the net. Catcher of McRae. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Catcher here in a little bit of pain. Appears to be doing okay as he gets up and gets back down behind the plate. Man on the deck, that should be top of the lineup for Hunter Daywall. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. The pitch. Chop. That's going to be fouled down the third base side. Count remains 2-2. So far, 26 batters have been faced from Anson County. 6 runs have come across from Mocksville. Just misses the outside corner. We have ourselves a full count. Last full count was how the 5th came to a close, as well as how the 5th started. You got me to do it. We're gonna drink. The payoff pitch here with 1 out. Swing fouled straight back. Count remains full. 8th pitch of the at-bat upcoming. The last extended full count resulted in a walk back in the 5th to Nick Nelson. Got a little bit of confusion back to Nelson. Dropped a little foul ball that ended up right on the foul line. Ended up being called foul. Ended up resulting in a walk regardless, as we have ourselves a full count here against Hobbs. The payoff pitch. Fires it in, catches the outside corner. That will set him down, and I believe he knew it. Ended up fooling him with the off speed. 17 for 8. New man to lead off. This will bring in Joshua Phelps. He'll be the new leadoff man here as we enter the 6th. As for Daywall, he went 2 for 3, 2 singles and a strikeout. Ended up scoring 1 run. First pitch here, line right back up into the middle. Coming in on it is Hatcher. He'll retire the side. A 1-2-3 inning here in the 6th. Second time for Anson County. Last time that occurred was back in the 3rd. Going to the top half of the 7th. It will be the 6, 7, 8 holes for Anson County. Mocksville-Davie leads at 6-0.
Pitching for us.
I don't know anything. Five. New man on the mound for Mocksville-Davie. Braden Carter will take the mound here in the top of the seventh, trying to close things out. First pitch here, down in the dirt. No ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Apologies as I was running that backwards. To the man at the plate, that's the 6th hole for Horning. 0 for 2 thus far, striking out in the second and grounding out to Hunter Daywall in the fourth. This is outside ball 2. Hitting anything but a leadoff walk here as Mocksville currently holds a 6-0 lead as they're looking to get the first one of the season. 2-0 misses out.
Go strike.
Hitting anything here but a 4-pitch walk. As for Davis, he's thrown 6, giving up 4 hits, 1 walk, 9 strikeouts. As the 3-0 catches the outside corner. 3 balls and a strike. Chop down the third base side. That's going to go foul. We have ourselves a full count now after Carter fell behind 3-0. Only 1 full count thus far for Anson County. That was a strikeout in the third. Chop down the third base side, going to be picked up by Bailey. Flipping it over the first. Is that in time? It is! Out number 1. One up, one down as we head to Buchanan, the DH. Wearing number 20. As for Buchanan, he is 2 for 2, even against Parker Davis. He has 2 singles to his name thus far. Being stranded in the second on third, and being involved in a double play upstairs. Ball 1. The man on the mound last 6 innings, now alone on third base. Here's 1-0. Upstairs, catches the top half of the zone. Count evens, a ball and a strike. Looking for a quick inning here in the 7th. 2 outs away from bringing home the first one of the season. The 1-1 catches the outer half. 1 strike away here from a punch out to Buchanan. Trying to keep him from having a perfect night at the plate. The 1-2 chop foul, double hit him. Was he in the box? He was. Ball and 2 strikes. Now we'll automatically set it back to 0. The 1-2 low and in, just barely missed the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Apologies there on the scoreboard as there's indeed 1 out as this 2-2 here swung on a missed. That will punch him down, ring it around the rosy. 2 outs. One out away here, and the last man standing for Anson County is Davis. 0 for 2, reached on an error in the second, involved in a double play in the fourth. Way up and in here, ball 1. Carter trying to close this thing out. 1 ball, no strikes here to Davis. After a leadoff man falling down in the count 3-0, able to come back and have a 5-3 putout. We're now down 2 outs here in the 7th. Has not had a base runner left on since the 3rd. 2 balls, no strikes here to Davis. Swing and a miss, strike. Trying to close this game out here before 9 o'clock. It's 8:51. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pieces of that was Parker Davis coming home clutch, throwing 6 scoreless innings, right under 90 pitches. Next game will be back here in just over a week. Once again, final score here, 6-0 in favor of Mocksville. Thanks to the huge 3 RBIs coming off the bats of Joseph Johnson, and the man on the mound throwing 6 strong being Parker Davis. We'll have a couple of away series games before coming back here to Rich Park on the 27th against the Liberty. Those 2 away games will be on Sunday the 25th and 26th against Randolph and the High Toms. Once again, that's been it here for tonight. Logan Allen on the mic. Final score 6-0.